Great job. got that board up there.
Don't even know what I said that was funny there, but
no, you just missed what she said.
Oh, okay. Well, a very pleasant good morning, and welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club. After we figured out how to get the streams going, we're here for the Golden Magnet Bonspiel 2023. This is the C semifinal that we're watching here on Sheet B. It features Team Steyer versus Team Bush. And in the first end, we had a score of 3 for Kevin Steyer. And they are throwing the blue stones. They are sitting 2 in the house. It is Team Bush with hammer the last stone advantage. And it's a beautiful, brisk, early summer day in Warminster, Pennsylvania. And I am joined by my good friend, Many Beers O'Donnell. Hello, Many Beers.
Good morning, Dave.
All right. So we are watching the live stream, and we have the chat on if anybody is paying attention whatsoever.
I mean, it is 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. They should be up.
They absolutely. And that should help you hear it. No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't hear myself at all.
Okay. Yeah. Try it now, buddy.
Touch this.
Oh, 2? Okay, well, that would explain it.
Oh, that's better. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Many Beers.
I haven't been muted this much since my wife yelled at me.
Something that it is a hourly occurrence.
Hourly, minutely. Oh, boy.
Ahead here, it's Steele.
Yeah, Kevin took 2 there.
So that's going to make it 5-0. Now the question is the audio coming through to Sheet B? That I don't know how to fix.
Do you have any viewers out there?
Well, we can view it. Hang on a second here. On B? Very good.
So what did you say earlier, Rachel?
Okay, so it's going to be an uphill battle for Team Kirchner here. It was a late evening at the Bucks County Curling Club. Some reports say that the shenanigans may have continued into the single-digit hours. The Golden Magnet Bonspiel is our annual in-house championship, celebrating the birth of dedicated ice here at the Bucks County Curling Club, starting in 2015. Celebrates the fact that magnets are indeed fun and cool. So Kevin had center guard up. It's a corner guard up for Cindy. We do have 4 games going on. And another one of our semifinals, we have Joe Phillips against his good friend Ian Alexander. Joe started off with a 3-0 lead.
I think that was Ian.
No, I think it was. Okay, yeah, it was Ian with a 3-0 lead. There you go. And over here on sheet C, we have Tim Wood against Christy Kirchner. Christy took 2 in the. No, Tim took 2 in the first, and he stole in the second. And Dan Pearson has a 2-1 lead after 2 over our club president, Chris Mahoney. You can watch each of the sheets individually on all the different YouTube channels.
But you can only hear your golden voice on one of them.
At least it's gold plated. So we have young Brendan Polo.
I think all polos are playing right now.
Yep, we have the whole Polo clan. So Brendan Polo steps into the hack. Brendan sporting his Pippi Longstocking pigtails this morning.
So jealous of that hair. Things I could do with that hair. I could whip it in the wind. I mean, I'm almost like Fabio now, but with that, it like puts me over the top.
Well, for those of us that are, members of the Hat Club for Men, you're definitely jealous of hair like that. That's a lot of hair, though. So that's a hit there, and here's Brendan's father, Joe, who is a aspiring member of the Hat Club for Men.
Yeah, he is.
Jeff Polo, I'm sorry. Joe Polo has an Olympic gold medal.
And not to be confused with his uncle Marco.
Gotta watch out for Marco Polo, that's for damn sure. I'll tell you that Marco Polo, he owes me money. So there's a draw by Jeff. It makes it right to the back of the forefoot. A good spot for Jeff Polo. And now he's going to watch his son try to throw a better shot. It's early for all of us here this morning.
This is midday for Wayne.
That's right. Our Sultan of the Sheets, our Prince of Pebble, Wayne Anderson, has been scraping dutifully this morning. Now this is it's got Rexville written all over it. So it's still going to be sitting 1 for Cindy. Now, with the hammer, she'd prefer to have a little bit more real estate to work with. But going to ask Jeff to draw right back through the same hole again.
Okay.
Looks pretty good. We got a finer O'Donnell, Pat, trying to will it over here.
Not today, sir.
And David Donkeski.
Well, almost made it.
Yeah, but
it's a good tap here.
Yeah, now it's tappable. It's in a much better spot. Now the left side of the sheet, as you're looking at it, is still wide open to play with.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely draw a 4-foot there.
But going to ask Megan Bankard to drill the same side we've been playing.
It's funny how you get caught in that rabbit hole once in a while, ain't it? Just play that same side.
It happens to, you see it, heck, you even see it happen on the.
Just going to clear the front open.
Oh, which isn't, okay, that's going to wick and whack.
They might have took that tap out of play, though.
Oh, I think you can still tap that. Now here goes David with his shot. And how familiar do you think David is with the tap back shot? Okay, now we're going to come back to the other side. There's some danger here for Team Bush playing on this side. Really got to make sure you curl all the way up. So because if you leave it hanging out, you're going to take off your own, which wouldn't it be good?
They're on it, so
We got, they were here in Christie on the adjacent sheet. It's a little short, but it's going to be actually left in a pretty well keyed up position that Cindy will be able to tap an additional stone up. If you see how they're kind of laid up there, overlapped. Now, hitting that red that's in contact is a surefire way to move their other red stone into the 4-foot. So that's something that she's going to kind of put in the piggy bank for later in the end. And we are watching the chat. If anybody has any questions, or if you're not used to watching curling and have a question. First of all, if you're not used to watching curling or watching this early in the morning on a Sunday, bravo to you.
You must be really hungover.
All right, now.
Ooh, that was nice.
That's interesting because it does kind of jiggle the estate up here a little bit. And Cindy's seeing her stone starting to look more and more lonely, but the angles aren't necessarily awesome for Kevin. All right. So, David, not wearing his full Dixie Cup uniform today. Only has his Dixie Cup shoes and gloves on.
He's more Dixie than Cup.
You're going to try to play that little tap now.
Oh, I like the ricochet.
There you go.
Very
That
nice.
worked out nicely. And it did jiggle the angles enough that not the easiest shot back for Kevin. So nice execution and a good call there. Team Wood stole a point, so they're up 3-0 on Team Kirchner. This is the last of our 6 end games. Playing 6 ends in these games because we're all friends. We want to have some competition, but we also want to make sure we have enough time to see each other. So a little contemplation here because a lot of different ways to go, but it looks like that Kevin settled in. on throwing a raised double here. Definitely there. Kevin wearing a great Breaking Bad themed shirt, quoting the immortal Jesse Pinkman. All right. On it right away. Got to drag this out a little bit. Just a skosh tight off his hand. And this is going to wreck the top one. Megan's trying to come up with a plan B. And that's not bad. That's better.
Actually, they're wide open to smack. They better clog that up.
Yeah, so this is going to have to leave Cindy in a position to be throwing a guard with her first rock. And I don't know if she can cover everything with one stone here.
She needs to cover those shots.
Well, there's a lot to be, you can make a good argument here for just taking out the one that is now the blue stone that's now in the 4 foot.
And then roll to center.
Rolling a little bit to the center, be lane 4, and the chances that Kevin can throw a quad or even a triple back, you kind of take your chances. And
yeah, I think that's what she's going for.
I kind of like that.
It is wide open.
Because I don't see a place where you could stick one guard and cover everything. Because if you guard the 2 reds as they sit exposed, there's a raise in the blue.
Yeah, I mean, this is her, I guess, taking this out, rolling the center that's the best way of scoring.
I think what she might be doing is corner freezing to it. Or no.
No, I like what you just called.
Okay, it is the hit and roll. I turn up the ice mic, but no, I don't think there's much of a chance that we would hear David.
Dan's holding court out there. Well, a lot of time discussion on this. I mean, it's a big shot.
It's definitely a big shot because Cindy's down 5, and she has an opportunity to score probably 2, maybe 3, and 4 is not completely out of the realm of possibility.
Get you right back in this ball game.
Yep. So that looks like it's ice for maybe about a board weight shot. All right, Cindy settles in. This is her first of 2 rocks in the 3rd.
Yeah.
They say it's solid hack. It's close, and here they go. It's really biting, and they're on it hard. We got Jeff and Pat. They're going to hold it. They're going to hold it. Now, will they get the little roll over?
Not the roll, but
it does leave Cindy sitting 4 red counting stones.
Here's the deal. I think Kevin can hit that and just roll right dead center pin.
Yeah, but then you're going to have a hit right back.
If he can get it just to the outside of that pin, that's a tight hit.
Well, yeah, but she can tap her own red up, and I think it's still for 3. I mean, I think Kevin has to worry about how he doesn't give up 4 now. So he's going to throw a double, and if he loses the shooter, he almost concede 3.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's no way of getting in there and freezing.
No. Well, it'd be
a hell of a draw.
It'd be a hell of a shot. This is the scoreboard play here. Try to limit the damage. You're up 5 right now.
What's the acceptable outcome, Dave?
definitely looking for the acceptable outcome. Rocks flying in from adjacent sheets. All right. Making sure his team knows what the shot is. Discussing it some with Brendan. And now, final stone for Kevin Stayer here in the third. Coming down at control weight.
It's got to move a little bit.
Got to get off that center line. It does. Now let's see how the impact goes. It's going to just remove the one and lose the shooter. Does leave Cindy sitting 3 with a draw for 4.
Yeah. Full white does it for him.
Yeah, they're just checking to make sure, take a quick look to make sure there's no crazy way to make more than that. I don't really.
No, because that one on the outside tee.
Yeah, the one that's on the right.
Yeah, you can't. That's the one.
Yeah, the one that's on the right there is the one that's going to stop those top 2 from coming in. So you just got to lay one in here. Just which way do you feel more comfortable doing it? Which way do you know the ice? Looks like she's going to come from the left side as we're looking at it. And nestle on in that way. Should be a pretty high percentage shot.
Looking for the right stabilizer to use. Wow, Tim Wood.
Yeah, we'll get there, and we'll get there in a second. Let's let this go. Cindy Bush with her final stone here in the third end. They got to go for weight. Can't really hurt it here. Just got to make sure it gets there. All right, they got to drag it hard to get there. Got to drag it hard. Never leave it short. You got to go all the way. And you got it there, and that's a score of 4. So that closes the gap. It's now 5-4 in favor of Stayer, coming home now in the 4th. So, what do you see over there on sheet C there, Mark?
I see Tim Wood putting a hurting on Christie.
That's right. It was a steal of 4 more for Team Wood. So that is now 7-0 after 3 ends. And it was a single point scored by Ian Alexander in the third to take a 4-2 lead after 3. And Team Pearson took 2 on sheet A for a 4-1 lead. Bring us back to our featured game here, and Pat O'Donnell lead for Cindy Bush. Throwing up the first one, asked to throw a center line guard.
Don't know they got enough power to get that there.
Good sweeping
Look at that.
Good sweeping by those men.
Wow.
All right, you got a little smile. You can smile now. You're back in the game, so it's not doom and gloom anymore. Speaking of not doom and gloom, I hear you have a game coming up in a little bit there, partner.
I do.
My good broadcast partner, Many Beers O'Donnell, will be playing in the A finals right here on this channel at 12:45.
Check those Vegas odds.
Be playing against Team Klauser. It's been a good run for both squad here, undefeated there. So let's see. What was your path through here?
Steve.
Okay, against Steve Johnson. All right.
Yourself.
Thank you.
And Ian Alexander.
And Ian Alexander. All right. This kind of reminds me, I was telling you earlier about when he would watch bowling on ABC, and somehow Bo Burton would find his way in the telecast. And Chris Trank will say, "Who's this bum Nelson Burton Jr.?" Although his voice was far more mellowed by years of Marlboros.
Or a 5-pack Camel a day habit.
Looking for a second guard here, tweak it around, and that's going to come back up to the center line. That's a nice pair of stones there from Pat O'Donnell to lead off for her team. Now those stones being outside the house cannot be removed yet until the next stone for Team Stayer. So Kevin's going to play another one in the house here. That's going to just get over the hog line there and be a very cornerish corner guard.
Just like Walt Disney.
It's all smiles here this morning. This is all the fun of a Bonspiel with none of the pressures. Obviously, we all want to win and be on the Magnet Trophy. So here comes Brendan. Kevin asking Brendan to draw one under here. Be a lot of stones to peel. And Kevin's content to play with guards in play. That looks to be a skosh toasty.
Yep. It's going to hang around, I think.
And after some sweeping by Cindy Bush, that does make it through the house. Now we're going to have a draw here. David says it's better. 5-6, so that means he's thinking it's going to be just.
11.
Oh, he revised.
Nah, it's coming down.
I got about a 14-3 there.
It's 5-6.
Good weight call. So by 14-3, I mean 14.3 seconds for the stone to travel between the two hog lines. Allows you to have a bit of a monitor as to what the speed of the ice is. The lower number actually indicates slower ice, meaning requiring you to push it a little bit harder to make it to the house in the desired outcome. Kevin utters the famous words in curling, nice shot, take it out. And he takes it out, but that had Smuckers written all over it. So, Team Cindy's still in business. Calling a draw on the same side, I'd be kind of tempted to play from the other direction and wrap around that long guard. Provide yourself a little bit more cover. But an incorrectly placed stone over there could also open up some opportunities for Kevin. So it's a little bit of a safer route coming on this side. And we have handshakes on sheet A, and it's going to be Team Pearson winning over Team Mahoney. Handshakes after 4. More time for the warm room. Both these teams definitely did some partaking last night. That stone ends up right on the top of the button, and now Megan Mankert's going to try to take it out. She's going to come into contact with it. Now, is it going to jam again? And it does jam a second time in the back, and it hangs around for shot stone. So interesting configuration here. Cindy's going to ask David.
Do you like the draw, or I would take the blue out?
I still would be drawing on the other side. But there are many different ways to call a game. I would think that the hit favors David's skill set a little bit more.
It just takes out counters for Kevin.
Yeah, well, Kevin has the lead. Cindy still needs to make it up some.
I know, but you don't want to give up a 2.
And that is a little bit too heavy.
She is sitting second and third right now, right?
Yep. So asking Megan to draw the 4-foot here. And she has a bit of a rough slide there, so that one is delivered from her knees. And despite the unorthodox delivery, it does make it across the hog line. My partner had a little bit of beer go down the wrong the tube there. All right, now Cindy is going to come from that turn. We got there eventually. This is going to be good because she has plenty of room to draw to. A little bit of backing, but the backing comes into play. She's missed pretty bad. Ooh. Tim Wood shooting every port known to man right now. All right, they're on it right away. Cindy thinks she's a little narrow.
Very narrow. They're on the blue.
They are on the guard.
And light.
A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B here. Well, going to have both draw paths available. Now the question is, what does Kevin want to do with his first? He is still line shot there behind the tee line on your right side of your screen. We have another final here, sheet C. Tim Wood completes a victory over Team Kirchner, and they'll be moving on to the finals at 2 o'clock. Sorry, 12:45. So used to a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock final or a 1 o'clock final. 12:45 just seems like a weird time to be.
Yeah, the 8 o'clock Sunday C match would
what time is it? 12:30. Okay, it's 12:30. There you go. That's even better.
Oh, good. I would have been 15 minutes late. Like it would have made a difference.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, we don't want our viewers to be late. The finals will be starting at 12:30. Okay, so we got Kevin trying to draw one undercover here, make it tough on Cindy.
Got to touch white.
That's going to be a bit short.
Well.
So now Cindy's going to try to come around the other side and put a good one in here under any piece of cover, and the force will be on. Possibly even a steal opportunity here. We have our elegant leftovers starting to get warmed up. We got some sandwiches from Steak and Hoagie Factory. We got Mexican food from Rodea Azteca in Warminster. Right now we have the final stone from Cindy Bush in the fourth end, trying to draw the 8-foot circle, preferably the 4-foot. Or throw a hit to the lie 3. Okay, well, I had that completely read wrong.
I don't mind this.
I don't mind it either. Better make it. Make it she does, and the force is on. So now Kevin Steyer will be facing 2 with a draw to the 8-foot. Now, I don't think either squad minds that. If I was Sydney, I really would have liked to steal here, so I stole in the 4th, and I could force in the 5th and come home with hammer in the 6th. Having hammer in the even ends is very important, so I don't think Kevin minds scoring one here either. It's all whatever you feel more comfortable with, and that seemed to be the right choice for Cindy there. It does put the pressure on the opponent, so.
Just came up short on the draw earlier.
8 foot's a lot of room. Here goes Kevin. All right. Got to make sure it's there, guys.
Oh, boy.
Got to make sure it's there. Don't just score it. You got to brush it in.
Oh, boy.
Got to get it home. Got to get it to the white. Got to get it to the 8-foot to score. If you don't get to the 8-foot to score, it's going to be a steal of 2, and it is.
Can't watch.
Ooh.
What do we say, Dave? It could touch the front white or it could touch the back white?
The front white the back white counts just as much as the front white.
That could drive a skip crazy.
And they would have had to been going a long way. But they walked at least halfway down the sheet with that.
Yep.
So that was in the window of possibility there. So steal of 2. Gives Cindy Bush the lead, 6-5 after 4. It will be Kevin with the hammer throwing the blue rocks in the 5th. steal one for Ian Alexander over on sheet D, the other game that we have going right now.
I know you weren't looking at that. Joe was trying to get 3. He tried a really tough shot.
All right, I'm going to quick turn off the A and C streams here.
That was the patented Pat Hogg near the end of the game. Right now, Kevin's got 2 in a house and split. Cindy trying to make this hit and roll closer to the other blue, so there's a chance of a double later on. They're on it. The call was narrow out of his hand. Absolutely, Megan. I would love pancakes. Well, he did make the hit. Good sweep. They held the line. Obviously, Kevin's going to go right back in the same spot. This is setting up a deuce if they play it this way. It's gone in the house. That's what they want. It has to be in the house. He might want it a little further on the wings, but he's still got 2 in the house. Cindy again is going to try to do the same shot where she gets closer to the other blue.
So, Mark, I'm going to let you get this out of the way right now. I did return to the broadcasting booth with a dill pickle spear. So please go make all your pickle jokes right now.
I will not make a pickle joke, Dave. I know you like a long pickle in your mouth all the time.
I'll tell you, this is a fine pickle.
Yes. Is it salty tasting?
It is a little salty. It's a little saltier on the tip.
That's how you like your pickle. And I'm going to say Kevin is going to put it on the wings again.
So here we are, what, on second rocks, eh?
Yes, that's the fourth rock thrown. Got a little bit of work to get in the house. They got it. Good sweeping.
All right, so Kevin's looking to set up to score 2 here.
Cindy's been trying to get that hit to roll to our right. They keep hitting it on the other side of the rock.
Yeah, so this is a classic thing where you split the house, and then when you throw the hit, you try to roll over to regroup the stones to put a double takeout into play. I think if that takeout ever occurs, we're going to see Kevin move into blank mode. And that does get the roll over the other side. It's not going to be shot, though, so it's going to let Kevin just split the house again. And that is the call.
Has to be a counter, though.
Yep, and now it's...
Has to be second shot.
Now, this is one where our coach Wayne would say it's really hard to keep the house split this long through an end, because you got to make a lot of shots in a row. First person to miss loses this game. Well, this end at least. So this has got to be there. It's got to be shot.
It's going to be shot.
And it is.
Good sweep, good throw, good spot.
So now Cindy's going to try it again. She wants to roll on over to the right-hand side as you're looking at it and be sitting shots done, so Kevin has to address it right there. Our participants and spectators are starting to sprinkle in.
That's a bit outside.
That's got a long way to work. That's reminiscent of your delivery there, Mark.
Yeah.
Except he slid out further than you ever would.
No need to slide that far.
It's just showing off.
It really is. I'm
more
a pop-up guy.
Oh, no, he moves into the monkey in a surfboard, whereas you just bite the whole way.
I'm pure monkey.
All right, so now Kevin's sitting 2. You got to throw either a guard or like a high counting guard by Meg here. They're on this for weight. Now Brendan seems satisfied with it.
Okay.
Not too bad, but it's going to leave a double back. I think that's what Cindy wants.
Careful of the jam.
And if those of you watching more than one stream, because I know you all are, Joe's got some stuff cooking over on sheet D, so that's going to be a good finish. Cindy needs this double takeout. Needs to hit the stone that's towards the center of the sheet first. About a quarter of a rock. There's a slight jam possibility, but I don't think it's going to come into play.
It's going to be close.
Cindy has better luck than I do. If I throw it, it's going to jam.
She might hit it in the right spot.
Got to
there.
hurry to get there, and there it goes. You got to get the one, get the second moving, or you got to get to far
nice.
enough.
That's a very nice shot.
That it.
Yeah.
Well, it moves Kevin Stone back to third shot.
She's sitting second.
So this is still going to leave Kevin a chance to sit 3 here. So would have liked probably a little bit more mustard on that to make it go. Need to go with this Dusseldorf mustard as opposed to the yellow.
A little bit more spice on that delivery.
A little more spice. Now Kevin has to be careful not to throw a jam back here. So he's going to try to hit and roll towards the center, which will leave a double unlikely. Cindy will be either take out to limit the damage and come home trailing 2, or try to freeze her way out of it, risking a score of 4. This is out there. They're on now. Got to hold it. And it's going to roll right into the 4-foot. That's a good outcome. It is behind the tee line now, so I'd be tempted to try to freeze my way out of this now.
Yep.
All right, we got some food. We got stuff. Looks like she's taking ice for the freeze.
You have to, Dave.
Gonna phone a coach over here. Coach, do you like a freeze here too? Thinking the second last hand, you go, what? Now, okay, early in the game he says no, but now in the penultimate end, it's time to do it.
I mean, if she would do the hit, she'd have to do the perfect hit and undercover and still be counting.
Well, I mean, a hit really concedes 3.
Unless you can hide it.
Yeah. And that's no easy task.
No, yeah, let's pick your poison.
So here we go. This is the shot she's more comfortable with. Cindy Bush, final stone, and number 5, looking to freeze on to the shot stone in the back of the 4-foot.
They're on it.
Needs to lock right onto it, preferably right on the nose of it.
Boy, it's got to move.
It's got to curl, but it's got to be there at the same time.
Whoa, boy.
The weight's there.
They cooked it.
Oh, they did overcook it.
They cooked it.
Ah, that might have come pre-cooked. Oh, man, and they just sous vide it right through.
I mean, it had to move.
It did. So, draw to the full 12 for 4.
Oh, boy.
Joe cuts the gap. He's trailing 1. Ian will have the hammer on sheet D. This looks like it has all the weight. Does it have too much?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
David's going to try to push it out, and
he almost gave up on it.
And
he did.
I don't think he was going to get it.
Oh, okay.
But count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boy, that was an unfortunate end for Cindy.
It really was. You got in a tough spot there, and Kevin won the war of the splitting the house there. I mean, that's the thing. Once you get on that seesaw, you got to make every shot back and forth, or else it's going to go the other way. And it's really the first team to blink in that situation is going to end up on the wrong side of history in the end.
Yeah.
And then it left her with a pretty high difficulty shot.
Yeah, you could say she got bushwhacked.
Here we are coming home in the sixth end. Lead stone. Called into the house.
As it should be. Top four or through the house?
By one of our newest curlers. That's in the house, and now Cindy has to ignore it and ask Pat O'Donnell
for guards
to throw a corner guard. All right, now the skips are discussing how that last end went.
You do not need a center guard.
Hey, you need a guard.
Yeah,
as long as it's the guard, you're happy. I mean, you'd love it to be in the right spot, but I actually spoke with Cindy about this after our game yesterday, and she doesn't like a corner guard to be any further out really than the 4 foot. That's about as far wide as she wants a corner guard, and that makes plenty of sense.
Okay. I guess at our skill level, we ain't pinning it in the corners of the 12s.
No, we often aren't. I mean, it's much more likely to throw this little hit and roll on the shot stone now and be undercover. This one looks like it's got a one-way ticket to the hack.
That's fine too, though.
So I'm going to ask for a guard just a little bit wider, and Cindy's going to take the other turn on it. Now discussing with it, thought that this was preferable because this way to get underneath the guard, you can come either from the outside in or the inside out to get there. So that second guard is up. Now they got to figure out what they're going to do with it. Brendan throws one at guard weight here. It's going to be just short of tickling the 12 foot. Does cut down some of the pass here. Sydney's going to ignore the shot rock for now, and because she needs 3. Has to find a way to utilize the guards that she has. Ideally, she'd like those guards to be a foot further to the left, but they're not in the worst spot in the world. Some would say they don't hate it. Trying to hold the line. They're past it now. Now it's going to hold the house.
I think she was hoping for a little chip, and she might get it.
Not going to chip anything, and that one's just a little bit heavy. And starting to get to the point where you're going to run into a quantity of stone problem.
I guess Kevin feels as long as the stone's covered, no peels.
I think he's playing his team here a little bit here. Because Brendan, in reality, is the more likely to make the double takeout than Megan, and having that in the forefoot just makes it tough to get a high enough quantity. Now, if you're Cindy here, you either draw or I almost consider trying to start splitting the guards in and move them closer so they're potential counters. You could kind of hit the higher guard on the nose and raise them both in. But this is a very good call as well.
Try and draw under once again.
Yeah, the advantage that you just tried it, so hopefully Jeff can make an adjustment on it. Now this one might get that little wiki whack. There's the chip. There's the roll. And it's going to be second shot. So there we go. We're on our way. That is second shot underneath a double guard. And Kevin's just going to throw guards here.
I guess you guard that up. There's no draw in there.
I mean, he's... Ideally, you'd try to leave it open in this situation, but you got one in a good spot, and Cindy needs that scoring area, and if he's just going to deny access to it. And that's a little bit higher than they like, but that should deny that access to there. But it does leave a long shot at like control weight to get in there. Yep. So going to look to curl from the left to the right. That stone's still pretty well exposed. Going to require some touch and finesse from David here. I think she just called about hack weight. This is a big shot. It's on the way. The line looks pretty close. Here it comes. Waiting for it to curl. Got to get past the top one. Got to get past the top one. You got to get past the top one, and you just whack, but
it rolls in now.
That's
not a bad spot.
It's in the house.
Yes. And it did open it up.
And there is more than one way at that blue right now. There's that way, and you can also hit those two guards out front and get to that shot stone. They are lined up reasonably well. So, Megan Bankert looking to throw a better guard with this rock. I think that mission's accomplished, so now where does Cindy go? The hit might still be there, but it just got decidedly more difficult. You had to really whisker it now. I think Cindy's saying something to the effect of Kevin right now. Gee, I like you very much for making those shots, and it was very nice of you. All right. Now they are going to try to utilize his guards to get the shot rock. They're not lined up terrible.
Yeah, there is a chance here.
The side effect is that we needed those guards. That looks a little bit wide. It's got to come up. Got to come up. Trying to bring it back. Trying to bring it back. On the one, on the second one. And just got to skid her past. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
That was close.
All right. This is going to be a takeout, a wham, bam, and shake hands. Or guard. I think
What's wrong with drawing another one in?
I think it hits a pretty safe play there, but all right.
Coming down the last shots on sheet D here.
Absolutely, it's going to be an exciting finish over there. Joe's going to have a little tap to a tap or a draw to set shot rock. It looks like he's probably going to play a tap, and that will be for
the tie.
Well, actually, he could throw a takeout and give a draw to win, or throw a tap and try to play for skip rocks. That'll be quite the good finish if you want to. I wouldn't blame you for switching over to sheet D right now. That guard is very long. So Cindy's trying to see if she's left with anything.
A hope and a prayer.
So it looks like Joe is going to play for the tie. Playing for the tie here by drawing underneath of cover. Now, what does Cindy have here? Cindy has the long raise on the guard. There you go, that she just indicated. Trying to find a way to bring the third rock in. She'll play it in off her own to sit 2 right now. She does have 2 stones left.
They're on it.
Joe's going to get it in there. He's not going to get it tucked.
Ian for the hit and the win.
He needs a hit. Doesn't even need to stick. I think I feel like he would have had a little bit of an easier shot playing a tippity tap, but over there. But that's. We're watching Cindy right now try to line this up. She's trying to see what stone she can hit. She can hit the one in the 12-foot, the green circle for sure. Can she see enough to get to the shot rock is the question. I don't think she thinks that she can. But she's going to do that and try to leave herself some stones in the house and make Kevin make some sort of aggressive move here. And with that, it's a win for Team Alexander, so they're going to move on to the finals at 12:30.
That would be the D finals, right? Yep.
I do think that's the D event finals, yep. This is the C event semis right here.
Yeah. Oh, they missed the sweep. Missed the line call.
They got to hurry. Got to get past the first one.
Nope.
You're not going to. What does that do?
That should be shakes.
It's not over yet.
Now you take it out, and it's over.
I would be inclined to agree with you, partner. Cindy says, "Oh, sugars."
Yes. Yes, she did. Well, Dave, no matter what happens here, it's been an enjoyable weekend broadcasting with you.
I always enjoy my time with you, Mark. Especially that time on D Block.
You like the salted pickle, don't you?
salted pickles and deliveries from your knees. All right, Kevin looking to throw a guard here. Cover up the raise and hope.
There's nothing. I don't see a thing.
Well, she's going to look at least. And she's done looking.
Because there's no way.
All right, and that's the game. And moving on in through to, I believe, the C finals will be Team Stayer. And a good week for Team Bush. So we'll be moving on, and we'll be back with you at 12:30 for the finals of the 2023 Golden Magnet Bonspiel. And you get to watch our very own Many Beers O'Donnell. Good luck, partner.
Thank you, Dave.
I appreciate that. And we will catch you in less than an hour. Goodbye.
You want the blade down? Yes, please. Okay.